Hello friends, welcome to Electronic Circuit Hub. So today we are going to understand about the input output voltage relationship in buck converter. How you're going to find the output to input voltage relationship and how you're going to calculate the transfer function of buck converter. So this is very important topic we need to understand today. We want to understand today. So if you look at here, this is the basic simple circuitry of the buck converter, right? Simple circuitry. And if you understand here, this is the input, that is Vi, and then we have the switch, and this is the diode, Schottky diode we are using here. This is inductor, then the output capacitor C, then output load R0, and voltage across the load resistance is V0, and current flowing through the load is, let us say, is I0. Okay, now in order to find the input output voltage relationship in buck converter, let us first understand what is the inductor, what is the voltage across the inductor. And if I say you want to calculate the voltage across inductor, if you look at my cursor here, the arrow mark is this side. That means I am measuring the voltage across inductor by using DSO. If let's say, then my the positive tip should be at this point, and my ground point, the ground tip should be at this point. And let us, if you do this, let us see what is the voltage across inductor. Let us understand this, let us analyze this by using the voltage across inductor waveform. And if you look at here, we want to analyze, we want to understand the voltage across inductor with respect to time. So in this axis we have the time, and in y axis we have the VL, that is voltage across the inductor. Now if you know that we have the on time and the off time. Okay, so in the total switching time, let's say the total switching time is TS. So your TS is the summation of T on time plus T off time. Okay, T on time plus T off time. And in this case, I am calling this T on time as a DTS, duty cycle multiplied by the total time, and this period is 1 minus DTS, 1 minus D into TS. So let us analyze the voltage across inductor. So when this switch is on, okay, when switch is on, if you look at here, your switch SW is on, your voltage will, your input voltage will charge your inductor, and at that point of time your diode will be off. So this is your first case. And in the first case, if you want to find the value of the voltage across the inductor, this is going to be, if you look at here, at this point you have the Vi, and at this point you will have the V0. Okay, so the voltage across inductor VL equals to Vi minus V0. So this is your point. Okay, this is your point. The voltage across inductor for on time period or DTS time period is given by Vi minus V0. So this is when your switch is on. Let's say when your SW equals to on. Now when your SW equals to on, your VL equals to Vi minus V0, input voltage minus output voltage. The other case, let us understand the other case as well. So in other case, when your switch SW equals to off, when your SW equals to off, then at that point of time, when switch is off, this diode deconducts, and when this diode deconducts, your voltage across inductor, you will see here the negative voltage of your output, that is minus V0. Whatever your output voltage is here, that is V0, that you will see here minus V0. And if you now draw the characteristic here, during on off time, the voltage across inductor is minus V0. This is minus V0. right? The voltage across inductor is minus V naught, and that if you want to draw now the switching for other cycle as well, so this will become Vi minus V naught, Vi minus V naught at the time period of dTs, and this is your again V naught, and that is how it works. Now your voltage during on time of switch is Vi minus V naught. This is your first equation, and during the off time switch is minus V naught. You have seen here in the waveform. That is how it looks like. Okay, that is how it looks like. Now let us, if you know the volt second balance, let us apply some kind of volt second to find out the input output relationship. So you can apply here the volt second balance, that is volt second balance. So in the last video we have understood what is the volt second balance. If you haven't watched that video, please go and watch that video so that you can understand better here. Okay, so volt second balance is that the Vi minus V naught, the area, this area Vi minus V naught for the time period of dTs plus minus V naught for the time period of multiply by 1 minus d into Ts equals to the 0. So this is the volt second balance for the inductor. Okay, so both positive voltage and the summation of your positive voltage and your negative voltage, this area voltage should be 0, and if you cross cut this Ts get cancel, and then if you want to find out, if you want to further calculate, it's very easy, very simple to calculate further. Okay, so now you have got here Vi into, let me write it here, Vi into d minus V naught into d plus this, plus I would say V naught into d and minus V naught. This is equals to 0, and let's see what happens. Okay, so plus V naught into d, this and this get cancel again. So now what you have is Vi into d minus V naught equals to 0. Okay, this is your equation you got, and if you try to find out the transfer function, then so you can write here is V naught equals to Vi into d. Okay, so this is the input output relationship in the buck converter. Okay, and this is the input output relationship in the buck converter. You can name it as equation number 3, and with this equation, the input output voltage relationship, you can find the duty cycle of your buck converter. So the duty cycle of your buck converter, D is given by output voltage divided by input voltage, and this is your duty cycle in the buck converter. Okay, this is your duty cycle in the buck converter, and this expression is only valid for the continuous conduction mode of operation, CCM mode. Okay, continuous conduction mode. So you got now your input to output voltage relationship, that is V naught equals to Vi into d, and you also got to know how you're gonna calculate the duty cycle of your buck converter, which is given by D equals to V naught divided by 5. And let's say you have some example here. Okay, now you got two expression. The first expression is duty cycle D equals to output voltage divided by input voltage Vi, and the second expression is your output voltage is equal to duty cycle times of your input voltage Vi. Now let's say your Vi equals to 12 volt and your V naught equals to 5 volt, and you can easily find the duty cycle. So duty cycle D equals to 5 volt V naught divided by 12 volt. So if you calculate this, your duty cycle is gonna be 0.4 0.416. So your duty cycle is 0.416. That is how you can calculate the duty cycle of a buck converter in CCM mode. So guys, I hope that now you are clear how you're gonna apply the volt second balance in the buck converter, how you're gonna find the input output voltage relationship in the buck converter, and how you're gonna find the transfer function of your buck converter. Okay, so input output voltage is v naught equals to vi into d, and d equals to v naught divided by vi, and that is how you can find the expression. Hope you have understood this concept. Still you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in comment section. Thanks for watching this video.